Did you know that over 70% of people feel they are not living up to their creative potential? That's a staggering number. Many of us believe that creativity is a gift reserved for artists or innovators. But the truth is, everyone has the power to be creative. It's just hiding in the most unexpected places. In fact, studies show that our brains are naturally wired for creativity. According to research from the University of Michigan, simply engaging with nature can boost your creativity by 50%. Imagine stepping outside and feeling your brain come alive with new ideas. But what if you could find creativity even in your daily routine? In this video, we'll explore 6 unique strategies to discover inspiration in the mundane. You'll learn how boredom can actually help spark new ideas, how observing the little things around you can lead to big breakthroughs, and how working with limitations can ignite innovation. Get ready to uncover the secrets of creativity that are hidden in plain sight. It's time to see the world differently and unlock your full creative potential. Let's dive in. Chapter 1. Embrace the ordinary. Turning boredom into brilliance. Most of us dread boredom. We constantly fill our downtime with distractions, scrolling social media, watching videos, or gaming. But what if I told you that boredom is actually a superpower for creativity? Research from the University of Central Lancashire found that people who engage in boring tasks tend to come up with more creative ideas afterward. Why? Because boredom gives your brain a break. It lets your mind wander, and in that wandering, creativity is born. Take washing the dishes, for example. It's repetitive and requires little mental energy, making it the perfect time for your brain to start connecting random dots. Steve Jobs was known to say, "Boredom allows one's mind to relax enough to innovate." Many great ideas don't come in the middle of a busy workday but during a shower or a quiet walk. So next time you feel bored, don't reach for your phone. Instead, lean into the feeling. Let your mind explore different thoughts without pressure. This downtime might just be the spark you need to come up with your next big idea. Chapter 2. The power of observation. Seeing magic in the minuscule. Creativity isn't just about new ideas, it's about noticing details that others miss. Most of us move through the day without paying much attention to our surroundings, but small observations can unlock huge creative potential. Leonardo da Vinci once said, "The artist sees what others only catch a glimpse of." This isn't just about art, it's about training yourself to look more deeply at the world around you. A study published in Psychological Science shows that people who practice focused observation, pausing to notice their environment, are more likely to experience creative breakthroughs. You can do this anywhere, on a bus ride, at the grocery store, or during your morning coffee. Look for colors, patterns, or textures that you've never noticed before. Notice how sunlight hits a building or how the wind changes the way leaves move. These observations can translate into creative concepts in your work or hobbies. Even something as simple as the cracks in a sidewalk can inspire a design or concept you hadn't thought of before. This strategy is especially powerful because it requires no extra time or resources, just a change in how you see the world. Chapter 3. Creative constraints. Innovation through limitation. It may seem counterintuitive, but limitations often breed the most creativity. When you have fewer resources, be it time, money, or materials, you're forced to think in innovative ways. A famous example of this is the Apollo 13 mission, where engineers had to create a life-saving carbon dioxide filter from nothing but random items on board the spacecraft. Their success came not from an abundance of resources, but from a necessity to innovate within strict limitations. Harvard research confirms this. Studies show that when people face constraints, their creative output increases because they are forced to think more flexibly. You can apply this to your daily life by setting up your own creative constraints. Try creating art with only 2 colors, writing with a strict word limit, or cooking with limited ingredients. The restriction pushes your brain to work harder and find solutions it wouldn't normally consider. Even famous creators use this technique. Dr. Seuss wrote green eggs and ham after being challenged to write a book using only 50 unique words. That limitation led to one of the most beloved children's books of all time. Constraints aren't barriers, they're launchpads for innovation. If you're enjoying these insights, consider subscribing to the channel. You won't want to miss the rest of the strategies to unlock your creativity. Chapter 4. Unusual connections. Mixing the unexpected. Creativity often happens when you connect things that don't normally go together. This idea is known as associative thinking. Albert Einstein once said, "Creativity is intelligence having fun." By mixing unexpected elements, you can spark innovative ideas. Take the example of the Post-it note. It was created when a scientist named Spencer Silver was trying to make a super strong adhesive. Instead, he ended up with a weak one that could be repositioned. Instead of discarding it, a colleague saw the potential for sticky notes. This unusual connection led to a product used worldwide. A study from Stanford University found that people who make unusual connections are 30% more likely to come up with creative solutions. To practice this, try combining different ideas from various fields. For instance, think about how technology and art can merge to create something new, like digital installations or interactive exhibits. Another strategy is to use mind maps. Start with a central idea and branch out with related and unrelated concepts. This visual tool helps you see connections you might not notice otherwise. For example, if you're thinking about improving your morning routine, you might connect it to exercise, nutrition, and even your favorite music. These links can lead to creative ways to enhance your day. Books like Where Good Ideas Come From by Stephen Johnson highlight how innovation often happens at the intersections of different disciplines. By seeking out diverse experiences and knowledge, you can increase your ability to make these unusual connections. Don't be afraid to experiment. Sometimes the best ideas come from trial and error. Keep an open mind and allow yourself to explore different combinations. Whether you're solving a problem at work or creating art, mixing the unexpected can lead to breakthrough creativity. Chapter 5. Nature's Secret Palette. Finding inspiration in natural patterns. Nature is a treasure trove of inspiration. From the symmetry of a flower to the complexity of a snowflake, natural patterns can ignite your creativity in surprising ways. Leonardo da Vinci famously studied nature to enhance his art and inventions. Today, you can do the same to boost your creative thinking. A fascinating fact is that many architects and designers draw inspiration from nature. The Eastgate Center in Zimbabwe, designed by architect Mick Pierce, mimics termite mounds to regulate temperature naturally. This innovative design reduces energy use by 90%, showing how nature-inspired creativity can solve real-world problems. Research from the University of Exeter shows that spending time in nature can improve creative thinking by up to 50%. Even a short walk in a park can refresh your mind and open it up to new ideas. Pay attention to the colors, shapes, and movements around you. Notice how leaves form patterns or how water flows in a stream. These observations can translate into creative concepts in your work or hobbies. Another strategy is biomimicry, which involves emulating nature's time-tested patterns and strategies. For example, Velcro was inspired by the way burrs stick to animal fur. By studying how nature solves problems, you can find unique solutions for your own challenges. Incorporate natural elements into your workspace. Plants, natural light, and organic materials can create a calming environment that fosters creativity. Even simple changes, like adding a plant to your desk or using nature-inspired colors, can make a big difference. Books like The Nature of Code by Daniel Schiffman explore how natural systems can inspire creative programming and design. By understanding and applying these natural principles, you can enhance your creative projects in ways you never imagined. By incorporating these creative rituals into your daily life, you create an environment where creativity can thrive, even in the most mundane moments. If you enjoyed these insights, don't forget to subscribe for more tips and strategies to enhance your creativity.